All right.
Okay.
Ramadan, a journey of faith
Fast,
action.
fasting and ittikhaf. In this lesson, you will learn about Ramadan and fasting, rules related to qada, kafara, and fidya, the sunnah of ittikhaf.
Ittiqaf.
Ittikhaf. Remember
Even
actions.
right now, when we learn, or anybody listening to this, sometimes we can make an intention that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm like Akifun. I'm just going to be sitting right now, dedicating my time to you. You still get the rewards of that. What is itikaf? Nothing but separating yourself separately and saying, okay, this is my focus time. I have everything what I need, and I'm just focusing myself, and you will get the reward for that, inshallah. Okay? All right.
Remember actions that break a fast: eating, drinking, chewing gum, inhaling smoke deliberately, vomiting a mouthful intentionally. The month of Ramadan.
Any questions on this? If I see somebody, like I know that, Deen is fasting, and I saw him that he was eating and drinking, does that mean that his fast is broken? That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, we just read it, but even if he's eating like this big of a burger, drinking his juice, if he forgot and he was eating, what do you think? The fast is gone, or it's still there?
It's still there
It's still there. Why?
because it wasn't intentional.
It was not intentional. And who is feeding him? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is feeding him. So if I see him doing that, option number one, I say, Astaghfirullah, you were fasting, brother. Or option number two, I calm myself. Of course, I'm not able to eat, but let him enjoy his meal, and probably later just remind him gently, oh, you know what? You were fasting and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was feeding you. Which one is better, one or two?
Two.
Jazakumullah khair.
Okay.
Hmm? All right. And then same thing, like excellent. The intention is the basic thing in all. All right.
The month of Ramadan. Ramadan is the month in the Hijri Islamic calendar. And fasting, so
Mary, keep it
during
in your front.
hmm?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. During this month is one of the five pillars of Islam. Allah SWT has made fasting
Compulsory.
compulsory. Fard for humans, fard for Muslims in the second year of Hijrah. He he says in the Quran, Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed as guidance for all people, and it consists of clear teachings guiding and showing right from wrong. Therefore, whoever witnessed the month must fast in it. This month holds
Who
great.
knows this ayah? Mashallah, many of you are Hafiz Quran. Who can recite it? Remember this ayah? Hmm? Have you memorized it? You can say that ayah? Shahrul Ramadan. Unzila fihil Quran. Next. Can you recite it? Go ahead. Do you remember?
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
Sure. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان، فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه، ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر، يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر، ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون.
MashaAllah. Tabarakallah. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. This is the significance. This, which is what makes you, mashallah, worthy of that, crown, inshallah. May Allah grant you that on the day of judgment. And this is something that, it's allowed to be envious of. Two people Rasulullah said you can envy. One person who has this Quran and he's reciting it day and night and spreading deen with it. And the other person is somebody who has money and he's spending it in the way of Allah SWT. These two people, yes, you can be jealous of. You can be envious. Hasad is okay in that case, right? So mashallah, tabarakallah, Allah increase you in your knowledge, in your ilm, in your amal, in your actions. And what did we hear? I want to do a quick check. You have the translation in front of you. What is the meaning of bayyina? Like that's what this month came for. Yes.
Month.
Month is shahr. Month is shahr. That's Huda. Uh, Bayina is like the clear teachings, like nothing is hidden. These teachings are very, very clear. So inshallah, this one ayah of the Quran, please go to it. This is where Allah SWT talks about the month of blessed month of Ramadan. And Mhm. Yeah, so even if you remember taking time to conflict, taking time to go contemplate in it, reflect on each word by word. So when you're reciting, you're understanding what you're saying. All right. So let's go there.
Okay. This month holds great reward for Muslims who fast from dawn until sunset and remain busy in worship and good deeds.
And
The
by
Prophet
the way, let me stop here. This month, Muslims fast from morning to evening. How many of you see that Muslims are fasting, or you see Muslims are slowing down in the month of Ramadan? What do you notice usually around you?
slowing down.
People are like this. Oh my God, I'm fasting. Don't talk to me. I don't want to do this. It's a month of fasting. Oh, we want reduced hours. Please let us go home early. Is that fasting or is it slowing down?
Slowing down.
The real Muslims, they used to be on campaigns, they used to be on wars and expeditions and whatnot. And with us, it's all about feasting. And now, nowadays, feasting at my sahur and skipping my sahur basically because I've feasted so much at iftar that I don't even want to get up and do sahur. And it's like a fashion statement. Oh, you know what? I ate so much, I didn't feel like eating anything in the morning. Oh, I do my fast without eating anything in the morning. I'm so cool. Rasul Salam is telling us it's a blessed meal, it's a barakah meal, right? But we are not wanting to do that. We would all want to do what our heart desires. And Taraweeh has become a fashion statement, which is, if you read the Sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu, he sometimes did it and it was more like a Qiyamul Layl, right? So inshallah, when we are reading, when we are learning about this, I really, really want us to do what? Our look at the history and identify for yourself what is going to be Ramadan for me. Is it going to be fasting for me, or is it going to be slowing for me?
Okay.
Because seriously, this is like a big problem in our Muslim Ummah. All right. So I hope somebody benefits through it. All right. Let's see.
The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever fasts during the month of Ramadan with Iman, faith, and hope for reward, all the previous minor sins are forgiven.
Alhamdulillah, we have Iman in our class, right? So with fasting with which Iman?
The faith,
Like faith. So what are the 6 pillars of Iman? You need help? Yes.
Allah, the prophets, the
Mhm.
books,
Mm-hmm.
angels.
Mm-hmm. You said that. Can anybody say them in Arabic?
other,
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's see on your fingers. Amantu. I believe in. Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wa qadri sharrihi wa qadri sharrihi wal qadri khairihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala wal ba'thi ba'dal maut. All right. Wal ba'thi ba'dal maut. Resurrection after my death. Death is not the end. It's the start of it. All right. There's a beautiful book, freely available, downloadable PDF. It's called When Life Begins by Abu Yahya. So when people die, it's not the end. It's the start, by the way, of a brand new life. So that's why this book is called When Life Begins. All right, let's see.
Okay.
Therefore,
The Prophet ﷺ taught us to begin fasting when you see the moon and end fasting when you see the moon. But if the moon is not visible, count 30 days of the month. Therefore, Ramadan can be 29 days of Sha'ban. In the new moon, if the new moon is sighted, is if the new moon is sighted, similarly Ramadan can end on the 29th. And if the new moon for Shawwal is seen, if not, Muslims complete 30 days of fasting for Ramadan.
how many of us have seen so many jokes regarding the sighting of the moon? Right? So many conflicts, so many confusions. Oh, they sighted the moon in Saudi Arabia, so our, is announced here and around the world. It has to be sighted locally. So there's a huge debate on it. If you're not part of the Fiqh and Halal committee, if you're not part of that kind of place, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna give more fuel to the disputes? No. Then I follow whatever the leadership has, like your local mosque, whatever they are signing, you go with them, inshallah. Right? But Allah SWT bring us all to a level where we understand. Say it again. You can't see the moon from here? No, that's the biggest misconception that that moon has to be sighted from where you are. Remember at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was no such like WhatsApp or Twitter or things like that. So there's no communication happening across the globe. Nowadays, yes, we have become a global village. You hear like moon has been sighted, but it was nighttime over there. Here it's just daytime still, right? So that's a wrong thing that's happening. Of course, now with pre-calculation, you can see like how fast or less somebody is coming.
Sorry, Silveria. We need Hafsa and Ubaid.
Okay, all
Or
right.
pick up.
Jazakumullah khair.
Pick up your stuff and you're leaving.
Okay.
Thank you.
You want to- you
I
want
can
to go
say
and
it
continue?
quickly.
Okay, all right. So you can read and go in
Okay.
2 minutes. But let me just tell you that that's where I invite you to do READ, read to succeed. And that's where your seriousness is needed to this attention, because so many people are messing up with their fasting because of the wrong timings for start or end and things like that, and there are disputes. So when you will start sitting in the learned circles, you will see there's a lot of out there, and it's not that like Allah SWT has put it into any trouble. It's very easy and straightforward. You sight the moon, keep the fast. If you don't see it, it's cloudy, it's raining all the time. This is very simple as that. That's not big a deal of a reason for dispute or anything. All right, let's.
You keep 30, but it's good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like it can end up in conflicts and things, and that's why this is a topic which is with the fiqh scholars, right? And if we are not fully equipped for it, we should stay away from it and then follow what the leadership is doing. But if you are at that level, one of you maybe can specialize as a moon sighter. Like yesterday, day before yesterday, I was with a friend. She had like a whole astronomy, like her telescopes and things in her house and all that. So there are people who qualify in this also, inshallah. All right. Yes. We're gonna do the rules related to fasting.
Rules related to fasting. Fasting is for all adult Muslim men and women who are sane and healthy. A musafir traveler has a choice of fasting or not fasting during their journey. However, the musafir needs to begin the journey before dawn, sub sadiq, to make sure of this choice. If they start the journey after dawn, they will need to complete the fast for that day.
Okay,
Also-
this one is not a restriction by, like it says in this text, but your journey could be starting later also. Like your flight is, let's say, 10 o'clock, and then you're going to be in a travel. So that still applies. You're still, like it's like you've not left your house at that time, but you're still a musafir. You're still in journey, and Allah SWT gives you that, that relaxation. And what the verse we heard in that also, the word, can anybody give me the word for the journey in Arabic that we heard in that recital? Safar. Excellent. So if you are in Safar, Allah SWT said, "Tuqammilu," like complete your count later. Yes.
Also, if a musafir can fast without hardship, it is better that day they fast. It's better that they fast because of the unique reward they can gain in Ramadan.
Mm-hmm.
An ill person does not have to fast if fasting causes their health to worsen or delays their recovery. Similarly, a pregnant woman or woman who breastfeeds do not have to fast if fasting is harmful to them or their child. Finally, women who are on their period, haid, cannot fast at all. When a woman misses a fast
When
for
a person misses a fast,
when a person misses a fast for reasons mentioned above, they will need to make up the missed fast after Ramadan by performing qada.
excellent. So what is qada? Qada, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. So qada is making up for your fast. You're keeping it later. Now it's a completely a choice. Some of us can be very hard on us because nowadays the journeys are relatively easier. You're taking even a plane ride or going in a car, you're traveling. It's not like you're in the hot sun. You're sitting in an air-conditioned car. It's fairly easy to continue with your fast. But Allah has given you that convenience, right? So sometimes it's a matter between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not about boasting to people, hey, I was in a journey, I was still fasting. No, it's between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes you should have that kind of a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where sometimes you're eating while you're traveling and you're saying, Allah, thank you so much. Allah ta'ala, thank you so much. You gave me the option that I can still eat and enjoy. even while I'm traveling, right? So that is, it's more like love that you have with Allah SWT, that you're mindful that Allah, you gave me this flexibility that I'm traveling, and but still have that etiquettes like not eating in some front of somebody, not just to put them in trouble or something like that. Inshallah. All right. So what we can do is we can read that qada and kafara. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. What is qada? Making up, right?
Qada means to complete a missed or incomplete fast. Kafara means to make up for a fast through a penalty or compensation. When a fast breaks in Ramadan, it is usually because of the following reasons. 1. An action that someone does while forgetting that they are fasting. 2. An action that someone commits accidentally. 3. An action that someone does knowing that they are fasting. Depending on the reason, the following rules will apply. So
Yeah, so the rules I think will continue later. It's time for Salah. So inshallah, we'll stop here. And next time we meet, we will see how we can do things from it. Okay, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursalin.